providing answers to your immigration questions. Let's go to Adam. We're going to go to Adam in Boston. Adam, how are you?
It's good. How about you?
Good, good. What can I do to help you today?
Yep, I have a question. In last year, I filed I-130 to my wife and children, and now I have a case in Superior Court.
You filed for your wife and children, and now you have a case with what?
Yeah, in case, like criminal case. I have a green card.
What is your criminal case?
In fraud.
Fraud. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So how long have you had your green card?
About 6 years.
6 years now.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the story.
Okay.
Okay. If you are found guilty of a crime of moral turpitude, and it's more than 5 years after your entry to the United States, it will not be deportable, assuming that you don't have any other offenses. Now, you're not going to be able to travel back and forth, but you're not going to be deportable, and you'll be able to continue to file for your spouse and child. If you're found guilty of an aggravated felony, you will get deported. Your family will not come here. So let's talk about what you can plead guilty to and what you can't, at least as far as immigration is concerned. When you're dealing with a fraud case with immigration, if you are found guilty of a fraud, what?
The state's not immigration.
I understand. I'm telling you what is going to happen with immigration if you are found guilty of a fraud case. If you are found guilty of a fraud in excess of $10,000, meaning that the loss to the victim was in excess of $10,000, and you are found guilty of a fraud offense, an offense involving fraud and theft, where the victim's loss is more than $10,000, you're an aggravated felon, you're out. If you are found guilty of a theft offense and you go to jail for more than a year, even if they suspend your sentence, aggravated felony, you're out. If you're found guilty of anything less than loss of $10,000, any other crime of moral turpitude, a theft offense in which the sentence is less than a year in jail, that's a crime of moral turpitude. Now, having been found guilty of a crime of moral turpitude more than 5 years after your entry into the United States is not deportable. Nobody's going to touch you. And you'll be able to continue to file for your wife and children. You'll have to wait another 5-6 years to file for your citizenship. Don't get in trouble anymore. Don't travel, because the laws traveling are different than the laws of you staying here. I have now told you everything you need to know. And now it's up to your criminal defense attorney. Hopefully you get a good result. Hold on. All right, let's go to Emmanuel in York, Pennsylvania. Emmanuel.
Yes, brother. How you doing
Good.
today?
How are you?
I'm doing good, brother. I love you, man.
Thank you very much.
Brother, I came to the U.S. in 2013. And I got arrested in 2017. And you know they forced me in a way to plead guilty to theft.
Okay.
And you know, so I know I'm under the CMIT, crime involving moral turpitude.
All right, so let me ask you a few questions. You said you came here in 2013. How did you came? You came with your green card in 2013?
Yes, I came in with a K1 visa.
Fine. All right. And the offense happened 4 years after you came to America. What were you sentenced to?
Theft, felony theft.
A felony theft. If it's a felony theft, it's most likely a crime of moral turpitude. And if it is a crime of moral turpitude within your first 5 years of entry into the U.S., I'm afraid to tell you that that's deportable. So you have a problem. Hold on, and we're going to need to talk about this.
Brad, I have another question.
What?
Yes, my other question is, so how long do I have to wait just to be able to file for a renewal if my card is, let's say, missing or expired?
Well, if you are deportable and you go to apply as and you have a crime of moral turpitude within your first 5 years of entry, if USCIS is doing their job, Department of Homeland Security is doing their job, they're not going to renew your green card right after your fingerprint. They're going to put you in deportation. So that's why you need a consultation. We got to look at this in much greater detail. Hold on.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.